Hello and welcome to this edition of the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Kelton Weens, and I'm here with Buffalo Soccer head coach Butch Lauffer. Now, Coach, this past weekend you went to Oklahoma Christian and Southern Nazarene and got two big regional wins. Tell us about those games.
It was good. Got to go back on the road a little bit and play some teams that we haven't played much in the past, and check out some new landscaping and stuff like that. And kids responded very well, and got two results. And the game Thursday night was very difficult. We finally got a goal about the 85th minute on a penalty kick from Vito, and then grinded that result out. And then the game against Southern Nazarene, what was a little bit easier in terms of we were able to get on top really early and play some kids the second half that don't get to play very much. And so overall, very positive weekend for us.
Coach, on Tuesday night you went to Midwestern State, and the game didn't end quite the way that you wanted to with the loss.
It was a little disappointing. We played very, very well, and we were ahead in every statistical category except for the one that matters the most in the scoreboard. And just kind of two first half kind of mental mistakes, and against good teams like that, you don't crawl back. But I give the kids credit; they didn't give up. They fought, and we scored a great goal later in that half with Vito, and went after him and just couldn't get the next goal to tie the game. And I really felt if we could have got the next goal to tie the game, we would have won the game just through just the change of momentum. And but just on the positive side, just really happy with the way the kids fought and competed and never gave up and worked all the way through the end.
Now, Coach, Vitor Cardozo was held scoreless through much of the first part of the year, and now he's got 4 in the last 3 games.
Right.
Has something clicked for Vitor?
Well, I think there's a couple things. Vito's a junior college transfer, and I'm doing this for as long as I have. I'm convinced that a lot of times the junior college kids take about a year to adjust to the level. I know we're Division II, but at Division II men's soccer, it's a pretty high level, and every game is a tough game. It's a hard game. And I think, coming from the junior colleges, they don't get that consistency of intensity of games day in and day out. So, there's times when, you can maybe switch the cruise control button on a little bit. And then, the teams are better, and the defending is better, and the athletes are better. And so I think, it takes time for all those players to adjust. And, he scored the penalty for us on Thursday night to win the game. And then he opened the scoring there in Southern Nazarene with two goals, through the run of play, and then last night's goal against Midwestern was really world class in terms of just what he did to the defenders, and could make a ESPN top 10 highlight film. What he did, it was really, really big time. So hopefully he's finding his stride. We need him coming down the stretch with the game on Friday night against Eastern, which is always very difficult and tough to play, and so he can be a difference maker at times, and I think he's just now kind of finalizing his adjustment period.
Final question, Coach. You've got your next 2 matches against Eastern New Mexico starting on Friday night out at the pitch. Give us your preview of those.
Well, it's they've won about 4 or 5 in a row. They're always very when our two teams meet. It's always nip and tuck and tight, and they're very well organized usually, and they have decent plan of what they want to try to do, and we want to come and put a good show on for our fans. We hope we get all the fans out again and support us, and make a good crowd. And if we show up and do what we're supposed to do, we should be fine. But it's not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. And then you have to turn around in a week and go back to their place, which is even more difficult, because of you got to travel the day of and do those things. And then they're just always hard to break down. And last year was kind of crazy. We went there and won, and they came here and won. So it's sometimes can be very unpredictable.
Well, Coach, thanks for your time today, and good luck this week.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of the WT Coaches Show. For Coach Lauffer and the WT Sports Network, I'm Kelton Weens.